Hello, my name is Ann Simpkins, and I teach drawing and painting at Elon. I'm here to talk today about two of my pieces that are on display with the faculty exhibition. We have a faculty exhibition every other year, and this year I'm showing two pieces that I've been developing to look at ideas of the feminine and women's issues, things along those lines. I have two pieces. This first one is called Measuring Up, and it focuses on ideas around how we measure ourselves. That is imagery of myself and my two daughters, one who's concerned about how tall she is, another who's concerned about the size of her breasts, and myself, I'm always concerned about being just a couple of pounds lighter and a couple of inches smaller. I think it's interesting how we can become so fixated on these kinds of ideas that we fail to think about all the other wonderful things out in the world. So I wanted to do a piece about this sort of obsession with self-presentation. In my second piece, I have it's called Chastity Twins, and the models for this are two friends of my daughters, and they happen to be at my house, and they are twin sisters. And I was really interested in portraying the transition over the last 20 years of how people present themselves in terms of chastity. Chastity is sort of an old-fashioned word, but the notion that a bride at one time in white represented purity and virginity, and that over time the bride has come to be seen as a more sexual object. If you watch, say Yes to the Dress on contemporary television, you'll see that brides talk about wanting things to be form-fitted, plunging necklines. They want to be sexually attractive in their wedding gowns as opposed to being seen as being pure or sexually unavailable. The other side of that spectrum is the one of the tattooed woman. Contemporary notions of the tattoo are of self-decoration. They no longer represent sexual availability as they might have 20 years ago. And the intersection of these two ideas together was something that really intrigued me, both in how they represented two ends of a spectrum, but also in an overlapping notion. The Say Yes to the Dress show again leads you to see brides choosing not only sexy wedding gowns, but also wedding gowns that feature or cover tattoos. So the merge of these two ideas together is very much a contemporary notion. So I put together this piece that features this kind of embedding of pattern and decoration of the self.